Good morning. Thanks for the clown squid. You ready? Hi.
I'm not in frame.
Yeah, it's tight fit when there's 3 of us.
Uh-oh. Man, he gets on you for waking up too late.
He had to make breakfast for everyone. He'll be up in a second. He's just finishing his drink. Hi, yeah, this is the keyboard. There we go.
Crunch.
Emile, could you hand me the little packet on top of that notebook?
Yes, here you go.
As always, my glasses are very dirty. Hi.
I assume you've told stories about how you were with contact lenses.
Yeah, I have to wear contacts. I could see a lot better.
Steven, nice haircut, is what I saw.
There, try that on for size.
Oh yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
Now we can fit you in between us.
You said nothing would ever come between us. Little did I know, your husband would.
The cactus in between us.
Okay. The cactus. I guess the shirt's desert themed in a way. I like
There.
that shirt.
I guess I could have zoomed it out even more, but this is probably fine. That's probably fine. Anyway, hi.
Hi.
You can take the keyboard if you want.
I can, or my toast.
I tabbed over so I could see what
Yeah,
the
so
camera
now-
saw.
Yeah. Well, I
Oh,
could
I
see.
can
I
see
could see.
now.
I could see what the camera saw.
Here's your
I was looking at
toast.
the camera. Morning, everybody.
Ooh, I didn't know you had that Earthbound item jingle.
That's new. That's very, very new.
I lost a piece of this. Don't worry.
You lost a piece of what?
Don't worry. It's fine. Continue.
Anyway, good morning. You may be able to tell by now, but Emile is here. He's joining us for some breakfast.
I got a notification for that. I didn't want to miss it.
Notification. You're on breakfast stream. Oh,
And he happens to like breakfast too.
it's true. It's a little known Chuggaaconroy fact.
Getting all the deep lore.
He likes breakfast.
Everybody to some degree likes breakfast.
Hi, Sab.
Morning, Sab.
I assume she's here like every morning because she wakes up at like normal hours.
She does wake up at normal hours, yes.
Oh, I suppose
We've
I
hung
need a
out.
spoon.
For the past few days, just kind of doing various things. It's been a fun weekend.
Yeah.
Went to the beach.
They were good days.
We played some board games. We finally bought Ticket to Ride,
Yeah.
which is a game we've been talking about buying for a long time. We finally picked it up. Oh, good.
Yeah.
I love Ticket to Ride so much. It was great. I like how the turns are just over like.
They're very quick.
It's great. I don't know if I said this on the vlog, but my issue with a lot of board games is while they're good, you finish your turn and it's like, well, 20 minutes before I get to do anything else, and you just kind of check your phone, and it doesn't really matter how much you pay attention because a lot of it's deliberation on the part of other people. But with Tickets to Ride, the turns are 5 seconds, so there's no time to be doing other stuff. You're just engaged in the game, and it's very fast-paced.
Yeah.
It was longest when you have to draw tickets and decide if you want a new route.
Which, how often do you do that? That's
Yep.
upping the difficulty on yourself.
Yeah.
I
So
kept looking.
that'll be, that'll be soon. Pretty soon. Also, I should probably read some of these.
Yeah.
We got 5 gift subs from Elfie. To Massive Legend 6969. Oh, no, double nice. Pizza 1016,
Massive legend.
Josh B, Dragonstorm, and Null Gasfrosh. Is that how you say it? I think so. Elfie, thank you. Kep's up here too. Hi, bud.
Hi.
You up here on laps? You got a bunch of laps to choose from
Jump
today.
a jam. Who are you choosing?
Come on.
Come here. Jump up.
I will not lose again. Maybe I will.
He might stay on you. Hi, bud.
I was like, oh, that smells pretty good.
Literally the same thing. We get stuff from Gazelle City. Welcome. 8 months from Super Rex. 32 months from Chrissy G. 31 months from I Spy a Moose. 9 months from Macintosh PC. 16 months from Macau 2020. Also, Macintosh PC gives a sub to... It's hard to say. 300 from Ikeboo. It says, it's great to see you guys together again. I believe the last time Emile came over, he got slapped by bread and then punched a lady into a car. Good times.
Punching a lady into a car sounds vaguely familiar, but getting slapped by bread does not.
See, I remember getting slapped by bread.
I don't.
I don't remember punching a lady into a car. Also, with no context, this all sounds terrible. To be honest. Yeah, it has to be from GTA.
Oh, yeah. I remember that where I just go, and she just goes like, ugh, into the car. It's good.
Get back in your vehicle. Let's see, we got 8 months from River TW. Also 8 months from Lady Leaf. 19 from Riderbrook Ninja. 30 bits from Squid says, good morning, Emile. Here's a special clown for you. What makes it special? I don't know.
Boy.
Well, the fact that it's clown at all. The fact that you're enjoying a morning clown makes it special. 3 months from Emmy Intact. We get a sub from Hunting Rangers 123. Welcome. 27 months from Dalek City. 1,000 bits from Aldo with the George Chug star rain. Appropriate. 33 months from DC20 Will Save. 31 from Maylene. 19 from Noah. 16 from Josh R2D2. 12 months. Oh, that's a clap. And is that what?
Coffee.
From Anthony Bell. I hope we never have to do that again. 10 months from Lugia. Get 300 bits from Cabri. Says, morning, hype. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Cabri. Hope your morning's been good so far. Vegetable Sorbet gives 3 subs to Binary, Alto, Red Dragon, and Shinobi Mudkip. 300 bits from Darkness Pride. Says, happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Month. 300 bits from Becca with a Jules emote.
Jules F. Cook.
Yeah, I wasn't going to read it, but Emile did. That's fine. We got a sub from Just in Time.
I'm good at
Welcome.
swearing.
Well, this is the show that you can't swear. You can only swear on Fridays. You can't swear in the morning. Well,
Saturdays?
we don't stream Saturdays.
Well, no, Steven and Friends, but...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. Except for the time that John was on breakfast stream and swore. And I was like, John. And he was like, you get one. And I was like, okay, John, you get one. He did his best. We got a sub from Just in Time. Welcome. We got George Duckstar Rain from Ammon, Iowa. 8 months from Zaz, my man. 100 bits from Frodo. Air-3K gifts a sub to Chuggaaconroy. That's you.
Sorry, my phone wasn't here for me to hear the buzz. Thank you.
100 bits from Mom Dad. 500 from Spark Strike with the Proton Chugga Star Rain. 301 from Smash Bribe with the George Chug Star Rain. 300 from Jadace's Clown. Is that how that works? Hype train for Chugga. Oh, we are on a train. Thank you all for the train. I hope you enjoy your morning express to wherever it is you're going. Hype Land? The morning express to Hype Land. 300 from Cimarolian. Good morning, grandparents and Emile. Had a really tough exam this morning, but that's in the past. So I'm now just happy to be here, seeing a relaxing breakfast stream. Glad that your exam's done. I mean, it's June now.
Unless it's getting to be almost done for sure with people having their semesters.
I didn't know that people went into June.
I do.
Really?
It bothers me so much how school years keep getting shorter, where it's like, oh, now it lets out in June. Oh, now it gets back in July.
Yeah. I thought everyone was done by May.
It's not even summer break anymore. It's like...
I mean, high schools tend to go into June.
Summer 7 weeks.
Oh, British.
By the way, Roaming the Wastes of
British.
Morardain is playing, and da-da-da-da-da-da! I love it.
300 bits from Zeastorn says, good morning, y'all beautiful people. Ever heard of affogato? No? Take any ice cream scoop you like, then put some espresso shots in it. Enjoy responsibly, and have a good day. I've never heard of that.
You've never been to Italy.
Neither have you.
I have once read a thing about different ways to get coffee, and it was in there.
I've never been to Italy, but I've read of ways to get coffee there.
Okay, well...
Just got you there.
I would eat that.
I know you would.
I like espresso. I'm still doing no caffeine. Still doing no caffeine. I just have decaf this morning as well. I'm trying to get to at least like mid-June.
My condolences.
Yeah, same.
You got 15 more days. 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's an arbitrary date. I'm just trying to like get my sleep completely fixed before I go back to drinking it. It's fine. It's working. 500 from Mac, who says, hello, grandparents and Emile. Steve and I enjoyed your creative interpretation of my language in the Roki, but I was sad when you avoided saying snogub or gub. So try saying it now.
Snugubba.
Snugaba? Snoguba?
I don't know what that letter means. We don't have those around here.
When I see it, I think of Rode microphones.
Yeah.
Gubba. Max says gubba.
Well, I learned today that that's a real letter and not just a stylistic choice for a company.
Yeah, it's a real letter. I can't pronounce it. Marion says we don't have those around here. 100 bits from CP Chan. 300 bits from Andrew in the kitchen. It's half term, so I can be here live with a moving.
With a moving chat.
Hi.
Moving chat. I just got back from the second Jabby Jab, and it's a very warm 73 degrees Fahrenheit in the UK. Celebrating that second jab by treating myself to Choco Hoops. Hoops. Hoops, there it is. Second breakfast hype clown. Choco Hoops must be a UK cereal.
Yeah.
Because we do not have Choco Hoops. I guess that's like a chocolate Cheerio. Well, yeah, Cheerio is a hoop.
It sounds so cool. It's like Choco Hoops.
Maybe it's a basketball themed cereal.
Maybe.
Chocolate Cheerios, but not as healthy.
What a great thing to have for basketball, eating sugary cereal before going out.
Sab says, but you want them, right? Yes, I want them. I want to eat the Choco Hoops. Oh, he's done.
Why?
300 bits from Adrian says, oh, hey, Emile brought the train. Second jab this Saturday. Nice.
Yay.
That's not that far away.
Congratulations.
7 months from Never Challenge a Chat. Wouldn't dream of it. 7 months from Wolfly1513. 510 bits from Mr. Gameboy. This is for Emile. Can you turn to Steven and in your most ominous, spoopy tone say, soon, very soon? Extremely
That
ominous.
was really good.
It's really good. It reminds me of the bumper for the ball suit. 300 bits from LB.
Emile ASMR.
Could be a future project.
Dude,
for you.
I one day I got curious. I was looking up to see what ASMRs existed of various things because in my recommended I always get like Ochako Uraraka ASMR, and I'm like, okay, that looks kind of weird. But I'm like, okay, let's look up other fictional characters. So I look up Peter Griffin ASMR to see if it exists.
I hate that so much.
And it does, and it's actually really good. It's the thing where he hits his shin and he's going, you know that clip? Mm-hmm. They have him going,
Okay, that's funny.
It was actually really good.
Yeah, I don't know if that's something I would like to listen to for like a good time, but it is funny. The concept of it existing is funny.
It was really funny. I was just thinking, who's the most awkward character that could be an ASMR of, and that was the answer I came up with, and it was real. And it was really good.
We got 33 months from JCJX, 500 bits from Macau, high P of June. It is June now, by the way. So if anyone's like, man, are we in the 6th month?
You know
We
what
are.
else that means?
No.
June 1st. It's the start of hurricane season.
Thanks.
We get to have another hurricane party, potentially.
We could just have a normal party. There doesn't have to be a hurricane involved.
I don't know, the hurricane party was pretty emotional and great.
Yes. It was just, the subconscious low-level fear of everything involved also.
Oh, it was fun.
It was fun. We did get to see the aquarium.
Yes.
Ended up being... That's actually one of my favorite vlogs I've ever made.
The Museum of Fish.
The Museum of Fish. 200 bits from Frodo the Jedi. 300 from Sudabite. Some friends and I got jumped in an alley once. The attackers were a sarcastic Canadian, a guy in a polo shirt, and a guy who kept making fart jokes. I told my friends, run away, guys! 500 bits from Yuki Mizuno with the Nico B Lurk Star Rain. 602 from Incarnado. This is looking like a good week so far. Had a holiday off from work for once. Emile was here for Crunch. Disco only tonight, and my birthday is tomorrow.
Woo!
Yeah, that's a lot.
Happy birthday!
There's a lot going on. Happy early herf. 300 from Danny with the Chris Knight. That's a scary looking email.
I wish they could see it.
Chris.
That's really good.
Chris Knife Star Rain.
It's a good representation of Eevee being overpowered in Let's Go.
300 from Gamer Girl. I beat Breath of the Wild Champions Ballad over the weekend. Also, hi, Emile. How are you? Just wanted to say that I love your videos.
Thank you.
We got 300 from Storms with the emote collection of us. That's great. 1,300 bits from Leaf, who says, so glad to hear / see y'all are having a good time. Hope you're having a fun trip, Emile. Yeah, it's been good.
Yeah, I'd say so.
We've been a little tired. Yeah, was it Sunday? Sunday we did too. I think we did too much in one day.
We did a lot.
I also ate 4 full meals on Sunday.
Yes, one of which was fried chicken.
Yeah, probably overdid it a little bit. And then yesterday, my mom had a Memorial Day feast, and I overate again. Mm-hmm. But it was great. No regrets. Mostly. 300 bits from Line Rider. Will Emile be on disco only? No, Emile will be traveling.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on an airplane.
Emile will be on an airplane. He's heading back. He's heading back home. He's spent the last few days here, but he'll be heading back tonight. 500 from Yuki Mizuno with the Kazakhstan Star. I don't even know what that thing is. It looks like a quagsire that got into
drugs.
Yeah.
Something.
A quagsire that knows a pusher man. 300 bits from Della Hana of Light. I got there with the Chugga Star Rain. 300 from Octopus Garden. Good morning, Stephen Mal and Emile. My boyfriend Matthew and I have been fans for a while and just want to say we love your content. Best wishes to you folks.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. Also, I love your
thank you.
I love your username.
Yeah, it's a good username.
It's a good song. 300 bits from Neji10 Forever 67. Can I request some good vibes tomorrow? I'll be quitting my job to try to make it as a writer. I am terrified, but it is something I've always wanted to do.
Good vibes.
Yeah.
Good vibes. Good vibes.
This mug is made of them.
I mean, that's a pretty happy. It's a pretty happy mug. 10 months from Small Fry. Thank you. 300 from Satsy. The morning express to the bathroom. Why else is it called a high P train? True. And if you drink some coffee, you will almost certainly be on the morning express to the bathroom. That makes sense. Let's see. Hey, Digital Nugget. Thanks. Digital Nugget doing the 5 milk bombs too. I don't know. It's Reese. Kyle Jensen 8, Glove Lady, Unlimited, Rage Works, and Komala Mama.
I like I like Glove Lady.
Glove Lady is good. Komulama.
Komulama.
I was adding additional syllables which were not present. Digital Nugget, thank you. Appreciate that. 300 from Action Cat. The GTA stream feels like a lifetime ago. Yeah. Same with MagFest. Yeah. Fun fact, we ate lunch next to you at MagFest, Emile. Happy crunch time, everyone. Agreed, GTA does feel longer than, what was it? 5 plus 12?
It's weird how time feels not long at all, yet very long at the same time.
Yeah, I always blew Dan's mind. Whenever I told Dan, I was like, you know the GTA stream was last year. He was like, that's not true. I'm like, yes it was. It was last year.
And our trip is only 4 months overdue compared to what it normally is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's not really that far off. Let's see, we got 500 bits from Yuki Mizuno. Happy to see you all again on Breakfast Stream and hope your day is good.
Thanks.
Thank you, Yuki. I appreciate it. Yeah, and it should be a pretty good day. I don't really know what our plans for today specifically are, but
yeah,
we'll come up with something. We'll do a thing.
I want to go to Witch Witch.
We can go to Witch Witch.
Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome. 22 months from YOLP. Thank you. 100 bits from Fossix. 100 bits from Plusonic. There we go.
Ooh.
We got 5 gift subs from Yuki. To Samus Prime.
Samus Primed.
Hoigels. Akioibd. Shopkeeper Cat. And Red Fog.
It's Jack's girlfriend.
Oh, nice.
Samus Primed.
Oh.
Nice.
Jack,
welcome.
I want to take a moment to say this. Jack is objectively the best human. I'm just saying.
Move over, Fred Rogers. Yeah, no, Jack is great.
He's such a nice person. He's hilarious. He's such a good musician. Just if you have not checked him out, absolutely do. Toxic X Eternity.
Yeah, we've had We've actually of everyone we've rated, we've probably rated Jack the most over the last few years because he tends to be on right when we're finishing
He
up.
streams every Friday night.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's West Coast.
So, yeah, Jack is fantastic. Highly recommend his stuff, and also highly recommend him as a human being. There's bits, huh?
I was saying his bumper was so well edited. I like how every time he remotely touched it, like it just played the extreme sound effect.
You don't play eighth notes. You just don't play.
And then all the notes on the wall are eighth notes. Like they're all over his office.
You never use eighth notes. 300 bits from Summer Essential. Good morning, Emile. I started watching your videos when I was 10, and you were the one who taught me a lot of English. I dedicate all of my good English grades in school to you.
Oh.
That's nice. That's very, very nice. That's sweet. 300 bits from Platinum Pikachu. I missed a Friday. Oh boy.
Anal bunnies.
That is... Why would you... I think that rabbits are cute. You know what else is cute? Their boot. It's really, really nice and fluffy. Touch it really quick. You can do that, and if you do that, you're real slick. And then you get a nickname. It's really not what I expected Emile to go with.
I don't know, I just said whatever came to mind. My mind works in mysterious ways.
Very delicately thinking, family friendly, family friendly. Great. Bunnies have a cute little boot. Little boot
There's a
back there.
Pokemon called Raboot.
And it's just a rabbit's butt with.
Well,
it's
it like has like big feet.
oh, it's a whole rabbit. It's
Yeah.
not just like the rear.
No.
It's a shame. Be kind of great. That was 6,000 Mr. Game Boy. Give Steven a random something. Mr. Game Boy, that's very dangerous. It's very dangerous.
Don't you know that by now, though, that Mr. Game Boy is...
Likes to live life dangerously.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Emile, song. Oh, yeah, Emile, can you do a song about cons?
I like going to the great big cons. I am not a real hero pawn. I just like to do the thing with this. I can't think of a really good diss. I don't know.
That was really good.
Thank
That was
you.
pretty good.
I mean, like, your songs are always just like, let me tell you about that time I pooped. It was, I don't know. Like, you turn everything into poop, I swear, whenever you sing.
I don't think I sing about poop that often. Maybe like once or twice. Usually butts. And only when I'm given prompts that are, questionable. Questionable. 6,000 from Zach Tillman. Emile, song a song, go. Let's get cons going again. Miss it. Con Bravo for the win.
I think it's actually kind of good that Con Bravo didn't go on last year because they were transitioning to new owners and they were like, hey, let's do a one-day con because it's going to be really hard to do a three-day con with, you know, the deadline that we have. And I'm like, yeah, maybe you should have just waited a year, and now they had to.
Yeah.
That was probably good for them, then.
Yeah, I think it ultimately did do a lot of good for it.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. It's been kind of interesting for me because I was editing 2018 and I got to see PAX. And during a time when there was like, you could not get together with people, I'm like, oh, that looks enjoyable. I would like to do that thing. So I'm also excited for cons to come back.
PAX East 2020 was just the most relaxed PAX. There was a lot of people, especially from other countries, didn't come. Because by that point, countries like Japan had it really bad, even if we didn't yet. So there were a lot of people who got cold feet. A lot of people didn't come. Security was kind of tight, where you had to like do this when greeting people. We couldn't like hug anybody. There was actually like security enforcing that like, hey, no hugs at our meetup.
Oh, wow.
They had sanitizer everywhere. There were no lines to get into anything, and there was tons of elbow room. There was this booth that made their own root beer and black cherry soda and stuff. And if you bought a mug for $25, you got free refills the whole weekend. Because there were no lines for anything, I would just walk up and get it whenever I was in the area, and it was great. It was such a relaxed convention. It was
Also,
great.
homemade root beer is amazing.
There were also a lot. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah.
I was just saying, I love homemade.
I love
homemade
it.
root beer.
There was also there was a lot of variety in the panels because a lot of panels, especially from Japanese game developers, just didn't come. So they had a really open schedule, and they were asking a lot of people, "Hey, do you want a panel?" So there was a lot more variety. It wasn't just the same companies every year.
That's kind of nice.
It was a good, it was a good PAX.
I remember hearing from you and then from several other people that it was definitely a unique PAX experience.
Yeah.
It was
pretty different.
I'm very proud that we still managed to fill our theater, though.
That's good. We got 300 bits of Platinum Pikachu. I missed a Friday stream for the first time in a while, but caught up with the VOD yesterday, and on hearing the bingo prize was a Platinum Piccolo, I thought, that sounds a bit like me. Pretty close.
Yeah.
A lot of alliteration there. 100 bits from Sakura Celica. 8 months from John Kid 91. 500 bits from Lugo with the Chugga Star Rain. 24 months from Bill Rasmu. Probably better than the thing that took place last time. 300 bits from What Is Even This Game? My stream cut out for a second when you were talking about abstaining from coffee, so what I heard was, I got to fix my sleeping before I go back to drinking. I mean, I do. I do. 14 months from Pete Cow. 30 bits from the great Perhaps.
Oh, that guy's name is Pete Cal. I thought you were reading Peakhole all this time.
Pete Cow.
Okay.
Pete Cow. I mean, you know, Patrick has showed up occasionally.
Yeah.
Just not often. 300 bits from Great Perhaps. Asked chat for good vibes recently for meeting my new rescue dog. Wanted to update and say thanks again. New dog named Broccoli. Great name.
Great name.
Is home and settling in well. Also, good morning, Emile. This clown is for you.
Thank you for Clown. Good morning to you.
Broccoli is a great name for a dog.
Broccoli's great, yeah.
Love that. 210 bits from LHMS. Appreciate it. 300 from Platinum Pikachu. Also, as a follow-up to my previous message, I noted that someone said I might need to change my name to Platinum Piccolo. I won't, because I like Pikachu too much, but I was tempted for a minute. Well, you could later. You can always change it back. 300 from Will A. Peters. Heavy breathing, heavy breathing. Hi, Emile. Heavy breathing, heavy breathing. I like your work. Heavy breathing. I'll watch you all the time.
Thank you.
300 from Colin DP. Morning, grandparents and Emile. Hope you're doing well. I'm getting into my internship and research full swing, and right now I'm living by myself for the first time. Have a happy Tuesday.
That's cool.
That is cool. It's exciting to, you know, to oh, God. That is not a song. Who is this? It's Thomas. Although Emile had a good face, too. Let me go back. Stephen Mal
Should I
chooses...
choose a subject?
I guess you should still choose a subject. Someone may still do a duet.
The best Wii game.
The best Wii game.
It's a subject.
Shoot.
I don't know what that would be.
Okay, it doesn't have to be the best. Just
Sure.
one you like.
That was 4,000 from Jai. Stephen and Mal. Stephen and Emile duet. Mal chooses subject. We'll keep that on hand if a duet comes in. Let's see. Anyway, Colin, congrats again on the internship, and hope that continues to go well. We get 400 bits from Goth Marshmallow. Hello, everyone from the land down under. I just wanted to ask Chugga a question. I'm working on an embroidery piece for a certain organization founded during your Luigi's Mansion Let's Play. I was wondering what would be the best way to get it to you once it's done.
Oh, wow.
A convention?
Oh, yeah, probably, because I don't really have a P.O. box.
Yeah, probably right place, right time convention would be my suggestion. 25 months from Nerdy Revelries. 300 bits from Alien Whale. Hello, Stephen Gang. I've really felt the sleeping issues that have been had lately. Since for about a month, I've also been dealing with insomnia. But the silver lining is that I've finally been able to catch your breakfast streams, and they've been very nice to watch and eat along to. Good to hear that you've been doing better. I hope to be there soon myself. Yeah, it's... we've been having sleep issues. Emile's actually had sleep issues, and just now starting to get over it.
This is my 5th day of getting a decent amount of sleep. For a while I was getting about 5 hours a night, and I couldn't fall back asleep, and then it got really bad where I was getting 1 to 3 hours a night and couldn't fall back to sleep, but this is my 5th straight day of sleeping normally, and it never felt so good.
We
had Screaming Kepi last night.
He woke me up once, but it wasn't that bad.
I'm glad you didn't hear him otherwise. It was a lot.
He started at 4, and went for 90 minutes straight.
He was doing it after you guys went to bed, and I'm just like, bro, you just ate.
Yep.
Yeah. So he had been doing pretty good. Since Emile's been here, he's actually done really bad. And I don't know what it is specifically.
I think it's because we've been busy all day, and he hasn't gotten a chance to hang out with us because we were out yesterday and the day before.
Last night, I haven't been clicking him at night because I didn't want to I didn't exactly know what the best solution was, but I was worried that if I did, that'd be like I'm acknowledging him. But last night, after 90 minutes straight, from 4 to 5:30, I was like, I'm gonna click him, and Mal's like, we should click him. I was like, I'm gonna click him. Over the course of 60 seconds, I clicked him, and he stopped. And I was like, okay. And then like he would start. Every once in a while, he would start, and I would, you know, I still had the thing in my hand. I fell asleep with the thing in my hand, and I would wake up, and I would hear him, and I go, he'd go, meh, 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 meh.
I'm gonna click you.
And then he was, and that was it.
Emits a frequency Kepler can hear.
It's a loud frequency that he can hear, we can't hear, and it's sharp and shrill, and it makes him stop doing a thing.
Plot twist, the surprise Kepler emote is actually him screaming. Ah!
I mean, it's more appropriate than ever.
When I got up yesterday and you stayed in bed, he stood at the door for a little bit.
But did not scream?
No, it was when you had gotten out of the shower. Let me crop this down so you can see him better, and then I'll post it.
Okay. Cat text incoming. Wider is better, generally. Just for the television.
Yeah.
Just FYI. 509 bits from Speed Lunky with the cheer. Happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Month. It is June. I cannot believe it's June. Just how I can never believe it's any month.
Almost halfway over.
Cat text incoming. Is coming.
Older you get, the faster time goes.
There it is.
There's cat text. Yeah, he was,
Stephen was inside the bedroom, and Kepler was waiting.
Kepler did not like this information. Kepler preferred if I was outside of the bedroom.
Yeah.
I did not. 3 bits from Night Owl. Wanted to take this opportunity to say thanks to Emile. I was in a really rough place back in 2012. Your videos along with TRG and our internet grandparents helped me get through it. You're all swell.
Well, thank you.
Well, I'm glad that we could help.
Yeah.
In some way. We got 6 months double plus from Garkinoff. 500 bits from Ollie Tomlinson. Morning all, and hi Chugga. Been rewatching Chugga's Mario Sunshine LP.
I'm so sorry.
It's so nostalgic for me. It was my first LP I ever watched on YouTube when I discovered YouTube back in 2011. Much love. Nostalgia's great. Nostalgia's great. I'm glad that all of these old projects still exist so folks can relive them.
I'm a firm believer in keeping everything available. Like, I'm not gonna remove the original just because I remake it or something.
Yeah. 30 bits from Super Awesome Egg. Good morning, all. Wanted to thank you all for the content, and an extra thank you to Emile for great content that I've been watching since I was in middle school. Hoping for some good vibes as I have a second job now and am anxiously awaiting anxiously to see when I start. Yeah, good vibes.
Thanks for sticking around. Good vibes.
Yeah. Hopefully that goes well.
I like the rainbow bacon.
Yeah, it's.
You should have given him the rainbow bacon mug.
I let him pick out his own mug.
Oh.
He picked
Yeah, I'm a
must
big
have been
boy,
very-
Mal.
Yeah, he's a fan of Mal Makes, Mal. He went with the Mal
I didn't
Makes
know.
mug.
I thought you just grabbed the mug, Steven.
3 bits from Casadicia. Morning. Update on our diabetic elder kitty. He was also diagnosed with pancreatitis, but has been doing really well with his medicine this weekend. He's finally done with his pain medicine, which was making him loopy and not wanting to sleep. I can happily say he's snoring soundly next to me. He's been doing really well with his insulin shots also. Thanks for the good vibes, everyone. Well, I'm glad that he's doing all right.
Better.
Yeah, that's really nice. Hopefully that all continues. We got 500 bits from Nintendo. Getting my second jab in 20 minutes. Get hype and good vibes, please. Yeah.
Hype and good vibes.
Oh, goodness. Okay, the duet is for the best Wii game.
Yeah.
Emile, you want to take the first line? I'll do the second line.
Xenoblade Chronicles
Is the best game.
It is very swell.
Play it and you'll never be the same.
It changed my life.
It made me a better dude.
But you played an hour of it.
I'm rude to people who haven't played it because I'm like, why the heck haven't you played Xenoblade?
You didn't play the Wii version. You also only played like 3 hours. I like how that was. You were doing the first 20 on it, and it was like half of the stream. I could tell you were having fun.
I really liked what I played. It is very long.
It's a lot like BioWare games from like the Xbox and 360 era, where it's a lot like Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels very much like KOTOR.
And it has like MMO elements too.
Haven't played 2.
It's very streamlined and quick. Like it feels like the game doesn't waste your time with anything. It's just very good.
Also, shout out to anyone who has a copy of 2 or what's the DLC? Torna.
Physical copy.
Yeah, because those shot up.
I have the special edition.
Those are very expensive now. Anyway, that was 5,000 from Shy. Shy, thank you.
Thank you, Shy. Oh, there goes my voice.
Oh, goodness. 30 Bits Man says, just wanted to mention that, Emile, because you can enjoy music, you are not truly tone deaf. You probably have the audio equivalent of red-green color blindness. Happy breakfast all.
I'm so flattered, thank you.
3 months from Lather Alice. It's a plus. 300 from Pixieisms. Morning, grandparents and Emile. I've been following all of you since I was in 5th grade. And the fact that I'm a junior in college is kind of wild.
Whoa.
Have an excellent morning and crunch well. It's
Awesome.
fine. We all feel extremely youthful.
Someone in the chat reminded me of something. They were saying that they got Xenoblade 2 and Torna in a bargain bin at Target.
Nice.
There was this week. I wish I was Let's Playing it during this time so that I could have, like made a video about this because it was so good. Target did a print ad where they were selling Torna for, I think it was $20, which is 50% off. Already a great deal, because digitally it's $30. They were selling it for $20, but they accidentally used the wrong picture. They put the base game's box art in place of that. And they issued a statement saying, we're so sorry, we meant to do Torna, but because it was our mistake, we will honor it for the base game as well. So for one weekend,
Wow.
you could get the entire package for $40, which was just
really
the price
good.
of the DLC normally.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it was a really good deal. That's like hundreds of hours of enjoyment.
Man. Yeah, video game collecting just in general has gotten insane, but like learning that even like some Switch games are affected, I'm like, oh. Sing about toast, but each of you gets a line starting with Emile. Oh. All right, we'll see how it goes.
The toast with the most.
The toast tastes really great.
Especially with jam.
And butter.
I like to eat it in the morning.
It has a nice crunch.
I have it in my teeth.
At lunch, because I haven't flossed since morning, I do my best, but the toast stays there.
Oh, that was a thing. I love Tim's bumper where he's just ordering food from McDonald's and he drives away, like 10 seconds of silence go in and he goes, oh, that was a thing. And then it just cuts out.
What was the thing? It's hard to divide a 4-line song into 3 people because who gets the rhyme changes?
Yep.
Yeah, that was made it kind of hard to think of though, but it worked.
That was fun. That's 5,000 Mr. Game Boy. Thank you. I now have a piece of bread in my
A
mouth.
single piece. 19 months from Furious Kitty. Thank you.
Furious Kitty. That's how you pronounce it.
300 bits from Emile for Emile. So Mal, did Mal have a chance to give Chugga a tutorial on making some better cookies or better omelets? I'm not sure what those counted as.
They really did taste like omelets. They were very fluffy omelets.
Yeah, there were some specific things that made them into omelets instead of cookies.
I'm actually kind of glad that I got most of the ingredients. I think I was just missing brown sugar.
Vanilla.
Okay.
Also, you added a splorsh of water. Probably did not.
Water was the one extra thing.
Yeah, the
Probably not
water
need
made it
the
more
splorsh of
battery than it did doughy.
Yeah.
Oh.
But the ratios were off. But
I
the ingredients
not
I
need-
was impressed with that you got so many of them.
Thank you. I did not need 2 eggs. That was way too much. I think that really ruined the cookie viscosity.
That being said, you're really close to making a great omelet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've made good omelets before.
We got 5 months from Othermont Prime. 300 from Samurai Master. Currently entering my exam period, but after they're done, plan to play Xenoblade 2 for the first time alongside Chugga, hoping for some good vibes to get through. Good vibes.
Good
Again,
vibes.
can't believe so many folks are having exams in June. It should be illegal.
We need to protest this. They're cheating us out of our summer vacation.
Anonymous Gifter gives a sub to K-May Cosplay. We get 100 bits from Jonah Chang. 300 from Satsy. Wait. In a bizarre twist, are you Kepler's support human as opposed to a support animal?
Steven is. He took over that role after Sagan.
Yeah, that's basically me. I wish that it would get toned down a little bit, and it has.
He really loved Sagan.
He did.
Yeah, he
Still does.
yeah, he relied on him a lot, and that turned to me. So Now I'm the guy.
Kirby was kind of the same with me.
Yeah. We got 300 bits from Starlight Glitch. Great to see you guys together. I've been watching Emile since Pikmin and am a big fan. Live in Japan now, but I hope to go back to the US to meet people at a con someday. Yeah. I'm looking forward to whenever cons are back this year. Probably not this year. Next year. Maybe.
Maybe near the end. I don't know.
Possibly. Renee says, Steven is just a big cat, confirmed.
Yeah.
True. I've always thought myself that way. It's me. 30 bits from JCJX. I mention your stream to my mom so frequently, such that when I bring up watching live streams, my mom replies, "The one that eats bread?" Yes, the one that eats bread.
That reminds me, there was this streamer I was watching one time. She's like this Japanese lady, and she goes, "What's the name of that one show I like? The one in Texas with the propane?"
King of the Hill? Yes, that's
really,
the one.
It was really good.
We got 300 bits from Gooseswap.
Hey guys, after so excited to catch a stream after so many months. I just quit my first job, and I'll be starting my new job next week. In between jobs, I'm going to be taking my acupuncture final to become a certified veterinary acupuncturist. So, no real time to rest. Please send good vibes.
Good vibes.
Good vibes.
Good vibes.
That's just a lot of that's a lot of big words all together. Certified veterinary acupuncturist. Also, acupuncturist, just a fun word to say. 300 from Sudabite. Hey, Emile, did you hear about the one-armed swordsman who kept dueling people at the Colony 9 bar? They done banned him.
Do you get it?
I do.
Yes!
I do.
I'm happy you actually know some of the names now.
I know just enough from the 1 hour I've played of Xenoblade.
Yeah, it was more like 2 hours.
Yeah, I went a little bit further to get the joke. I don't understand any jokes further than an hour or two into the game. 30 bits from Will AP. There's a question, Emile. How much of the base story is left of Xenoblade 2?
So we finished the main story one video ago, but there's a lot of quests, and there's also a New Game Plus that changes a lot. I'm really excited for the New Game Plus because some of the things it changes are really big. Like you can recruit the bad guys as party members.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's I mean, all the Xenoblade games are big. And even the old Xeno games, they're big too.
Yeah.
Xeno, what is it, Gears and
Saga.
Saga.
Yeah, they're big games. 17 months from Queen of Twilight. And 300 bits from her lunar tier. Is Emile Catboy in Final Fantasy XIV?
I'm a tiny boy.
Tiny boy. I've never played Final Fantasy XIV, but I've seen some videos where like people are lined up and like all of the different like things you can play as, and it's crazy. There's so much. It's not like just pick between these three. It's like there's like 20 things.
So like it's a really good single player game where it's not really that MMO. It's just not like all PvP and factions and all this stuff. It's just a really good single player game that happens to have MMO elements, really, is how I describe it. It's a really good story. They also redid the base game and made it so that it trims a lot of the fat out. So it takes less time to get through, because that was a big complaint, was the base game just took so long to get through to get to the expansions.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Final Fantasy XIV. The people that like it really, really like it.
Have it on my Mac if you want to see it.
Maybe after stream. Raisins in my toast, Final Fantasy XIV on the Mac. 500 bits from Yami Florence. Greetings, friends. Glad to see you all, especially Emile. Think it's great you're visiting all your friends. Thanks for a nice, chill way to end my day. Yeah, you're welcome. It is nice to see folks. Emile is our first guest.
Yeah.
Emile's our first. Yes. Actually, Emile was our first a lot of things because whenever we picked him up from the airport and he had a drink, I was like, Emile, you're the first person to have a drink in the back of our car. And he was like,
We don't know where
yeah.
the cup holders are.
Yeah, we couldn't find the cup holders. We were like, we know they're there somewhere. We just have to locate them.
They were in a different spot than our last car.
Yeah. 25 months from Risaka Gaming. Appreciate it. 1700 from Zach Chillman. I'm watching you guys at work, and can someone explain how people who pass their driving course can't drive? This guy just rolled up on the sidewalk and parked in a fire route, walked away from his car, and went to the wrong door to enter the apartment complex. What?
Massive plot hole in reality. Humans have access to a repository of all human knowledge at all times, yet no one knows anything.
True.
We've had a ton of traffic in Myrtle Beach because of the holiday. And there have been a lot of accidents.
Yeah. 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 Yeah, I'm always blown away by some of the driving stuff I've seen. There was one time where I was coming up, I can say 17, and only like 6 people know what I'm talking about. But like one of the main road that everything's on here, and there's a exit ramp, you know, to go somewhere, and coming down the exit ramp was this lady, like driving like coming towards us, not reversing, just like driving
The
straight
wrong way down an exit ramp.
Yeah, down the exit ramp. And it's not a 2-lane exit ramp. And I wasn't going down the exit ramp, thankfully, but I was like driving up and I saw her driving down this exit ramp and I was like, what are you doing? And then, upon realizing her error, instead of just turning to go the right direction, she continued to drive the wrong way until she got to a median where she could cross to the other side of the road, because that was the way she wanted to go. Instead of being like, oh crap, I'll kill us all, and turning, she was like, I'll kill us all for just a little bit longer until it's convenient for me.
Living in Florida, I've never seen so many people drive on the wrong side of the road. It happened at least once a month.
It's very dangerous. It's very, very dangerous, because, like, you know, the speed limit there is like 50. Anyway, 500 bits from Ricky Heropon.
Rico Hiripon.
Good morning. Just wanted to mention, as a former baker, I was appalled when Emile put the water in the cookies. So as a little experiment, I tried to make cookies from the same recipe. I just added baking soda and vanilla extract. Actually turned out alright. Just a little bit more fluffy than regular cookies. Hope you guys have a good rest of the day.
Okay.
I did comment that if Emile had a cookie sheet that had a lip on it, and you could have cooked them longer and they didn't fall off the edges, they probably would have turned out a bit fluffy and not as soft.
Yeah, the thing that was most horrifying to me was seeing that the cookie sheet had no lip.
I had a cookie sheet with a lip. I didn't choose it.
Yeah, as soon as I saw that, I was like, that's not going to end well. That's not going to end well. And then, you know, a minute later, it's like, it's not ending well. And I was like, yeah.
I like how it didn't even last a minute. It was already running off the edges, and we had to put foil there, and then it was smoking.
But it's true. If there would have been a lip and it would have been given time to cook, it would have turned into some sort of eggy cookie thing.
Eggy puree.
It wouldn't have been awful. It would have been very different.
Yeah.
Very, very different. Anonymous Gifter gives a sub to KAC Fangirl 1950. Thank you, Anonymous. Appreciate it.
Andrew says, can only bake 1 cookie per sheet.
You cut it up, or everyone gets 1 cookie the size of a baking sheet. Whichever. Depends. That was bits from Yuki. Here's some bits for Emile's luck to turn around for him to get the 1/1000th blade in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 after getting them twice in Chapter 2 without New Game Plus and separate game files when you start your LP. I wish you the best of luck.
Wow. Okay, so I got Sab to play the game for the first time last year, and her first blade was that one.
Oh my
and
gosh.
she didn't know it was rare at all, and she wasn't awakening blades at all. She was, I think, in Chapter 4, and I went, so what rare blades have you found so far? And she goes, oh, just that one. And I'm like, what? And she's like, what? I thought it was common. I'm like, that's a 1 in 1,000 chance! I've got entire playthroughs without finding that.
The first time I ever played Binding of Isaac, I streamed, like, my run, and everyone was freaking out because, like, I had got all of, like, I was able to fly, I could shoot the laser, like I could do all this stuff, but I had no reference for if it was good or not. And everyone was like, you do realize that this is like all of the luckiest stuff.
This is like the God run.
Yeah, and I'm like, well, you know, I've never played the game, so how was I supposed to know that? I don't know.
I've had a lot of people misunderstand the contest. I don't know if you know about the contest, but so they made a like figure that was like about this tall of that character. And I had a contest where if you can guess the episode that it appears in, that I finally get it, then you are entered in a raffle to win that figure.
Oh.
So currently, we're 138 episodes in and it hasn't happened yet. Or 137, yeah. And everyone from here on out who hasn't had their guest called yet is in a really good position, because 138 onward has a huge drop-off in the number of people that entered with those numbers. And some of those numbers have only been guessed by one person, so you might not even need to win the raffle if your number has not been called yet. It's kind of exciting.
Oh, that's cool.
Some of the guesses that I think are the most probable were only guessed by one person.
That's exciting. So they may just get a message someday soon that's you're the winner.
Yeah. I had this one guy who, this is kind of funny. So in the contest rules, I was saying I have no way of knowing when this will happen, but it will happen eventually. I'll play until I get it. You could go against the probability and guess a low number, knowing that an episode with that number will be produced, but you could go with the probability and guess a high number, but you could guess too high and all this stuff. So I went into a whole logic of how you want to be picking your number.
Yeah.
And I had this one guy go, man, you said you're not even halfway at episode 80. You really should have told us how many episodes this was going to be, because if I knew it was that long, I wouldn't have guessed so low. You gave bad rules.
Yes, clearly it is your fault.
Clearly it is my fault for not being psychic and knowing how many videos long this is going to be months in advance.
Yeah, also those projects always end up much longer than you
Yes.
suspect.
I thought it was going to be 150 episodes for the whole thing, and not even remotely.
Breath of the Wild's probably going to be 200.
If I gave you my guess for how many episodes it was going to be ahead of time, you would have been mad because my guess would have been so wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the way it typically is. 3 bits from, yeah, thanks, Brandon. 3 bits from Gherkinoff, who says, half cup extra flour and sugar, subtract the water, not that far off from the chocolate chip recipe I use.
Oh.
Pretty close. Pretty close. Yeah, again, the splorsh of water is really where we went into,
I love the editing on that with the recipe list. It was really good.
it was really, really good. Night Owl says, Breath of the Wild is going to be the 3rd longest series on the channel. Yes. If we're not counting Morning Mario, yes.
I guess I can say this. I think Xenoblade 2 will exceed 200 episodes. I don't doubt that.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So, you're planning to do the DLC as well, right?
Yes.
Is that just all going to be the same numbering?
Yeah, because the thing is that the DLC, despite being a prequel, it drops some pretty endgame spoilers for the base game, so I'm not going to be holding back talking about that stuff.
Yeah.
So I think that
If you put it at the end numerically, people will know that they have to see the previous stuff before they watch it.
I think advertising it as, hey, episode 1 of a new game, that would be kind of bad.
Yeah. Because then you'd have to really clarify at the beginning, be like, hey,
Yeah.
this is going to spoil Xenoblade 2.
I will be saying that on the title screen before I actually get started, just in case, but I'm just saying that this game spoils a lot of endgame stuff, so I'm not going to be holding back from talking about these things.
Yeah.
Someone said, what? Emile can't tell the future after licking the Monado?
Well, the way it works is that his mouth knows what he's going to eat for the future. He can taste things in the future, but he doesn't know anything else, unfortunately.
My sense of taste cuts a hole through time.
Jumpman says, here's hoping a TRG Call 05 has even better bumpers being in person.
Oh, I hope so.
We've talked about it a lot. We're really excited.
Some bumpers can be filmed ahead of time before we show up if they require people that are near each other anyway, but...
Yeah, I think I'm still going to ask folks to make...
Something
bumpers.
short from home,
Yeah,
just so we have...
yeah. So it's not so
Stressful, yeah.
frantic. Because getting to the event and being like, well, we need 25 bumpers, and then everyone's head slowly looks at me, could be a bit much. So I'll just be like, hey, if everyone could just make some short at home so we have it, and then we'll just focus on making just a few good ones at Coliseum.
I like how the bumper compilation was an hour and half of it was just you and me. Because we made 2 15-minute bumpers.
Didn't intend for it to be that long. I actually forgot how long the lamp one was, and I went back and looked.
5 minutes.
Yeah, it's 4 minutes and 44 seconds, and I was like, oh, okay, whoops.
Whoops.
I showed the lamp 1 and 2 to my cousin who I was visiting in Boston before this.
Oh, yeah?
And she thought it was really cool. I was kind of letting her in on the whole lore of the lamp and Lord Donator and all this stuff. She thought it was really interesting.
Yeah, it's... The thing is, I never intended for the bumpers to be canon as part of, like, the event. But now they will be, because everyone's going to look at the lamp and be like, the lamp's evil, watch out! And it's like, well, okay. So we'll just see what happens. It's fine. It's fine. Let's see. We got 300 bits from Anne, who says, so after the Lamp 2 revealed that Lamp is evil, is Lord Donator actually a good guy and trying to keep it under restraint so it doesn't use its evil to stop people from donating?
Maybe the reason Lord Donator needed all that power was just so he would stand a chance against the lamp.
So, like, I have ideas, but because they don't exist, they're not real. Does that make sense? Like, if I haven't made a thing to present whatever my idea is, then it can be whatever people want. Use your imagination.
Yeah, it could be all sorts of things.
That being said, what will the lore be like within the scope of the event? I don't know, and we'll have to figure that out.
I love how we have an overarching story that has continuity from year to year. This is so cool.
There is.
No, Stephen accidentally made an Eldritch God.
Yeah. We're really good at making products that have followings outside of just us. Like, I'm sure people watch Coliseum without caring about our Let's Plays and stuff. I think that's cool.
Yeah. There's. I mean, it's a popular event. We got 300 bits from Jay Linebeck. Was wondering, Emile, if you've ever tried making curry before. Great thing about it is that there's so many different kinds, so they don't have to be spicy, and you can put whatever meat and or vegetables you want in it.
That's a cool idea. I've never actually tried it. I guess if we can put whatever you want in it, it'd be pretty hard for me to mess up.
Splosh of water. We do curry from time to time.
I just got some stuff to make Japanese curry.
Yeah, we've never made Japanese curry.
No, we've had it, but we've never made it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That'll be really good. Yeah, you should do that. I think you'd really enjoy that.
Okay, so I have a story about curry. So so when Pokemon Sword and Shield was first having its details released, and they're like, hey, it's based in the UK, and there's going to be a teacup Pokemon, and all this stuff.
Yeah.
They announced Pokemon Camp, and they were talking about how you're going to be able to make curry in it. And I say, wow, so they set the game in the UK, but they made the main cultural thing Japanese anyway? To Misei, who is Japanese. And she had to explain to me that curry is all over the world and not a Japanese thing. I always thought it was Japanese because the first time I ever heard of it as a kid was in anime.
I mean, it's not a terrible misunderstanding. Yeah, there's lots of curry.
Yeah, it originated in India. I learned that day. So yeah, because of anime, I thought it originated in Japan because it was the only place I had ever heard of it as a kid.
Yeah, when I think of curry, I think first of India, and then I vaguely remember there is Japanese curry.
There's also Thai curry and.
Yeah. I think I've only ever had Japanese curry once, actually.
I had it a couple times last time we were there.
Okay, yeah. So.
And then like tikka masala, which is like Indian, but it was like specifically developed in the UK.
Yeah. Yeah. Different cultures getting their hands in different dishes and doing their spin on it. They're doing some Macintosh PC. Lord Donator just hasn't gotten enough heart containers to get the lamp yet, but he's too lazy to do more shrines. That sounds like a bumper. Lord Donator attempting to do a shrine. Don't know how we'd film that. But it's funny. 100 bits from Chew Biscuit. Thank you, Chew. And 1,000 from Zach Gilman. Just a reminder, when cooking, always measure garlic with your heart.
I made garlic bread the other day, and I was like...
So good.
I was like, how much should I use? And I was like, well, this recipe from this website says, like, 2 cloves. And I was like, 4 cloves.
Just in general, whatever the recipe says, we, like, double it. And it doesn't even taste that overpowering to me. Like, It's like, just use 2 cloves. I'm like, no.
4 cloves.
4 at least.
Yeah.
Garlic's usually a more underlying flavor, so.
Yeah, I really enjoy the flavor of it, so.
Taco seasoning.
Yeah, I was reading that. Taco seasoning, more like 8 times.
I love the vlog where you had to get some more, it was like something salt or something
chili powder.
Chili powder. It was chili powder. You had to get more of it because you didn't have enough in the house. And then Mal calls up Steven's parents for him and goes, "Hi, Steven's coming over to get chili powder. Tell him to explain why he's there doing that." It was so good. She just made you do the walk of shame.
Yeah.
He wanted to go to the store, and I'm like, they probably have some, and they did.
Yeah, I get over there, and Mom's like, so why do you need however much? It was a lot. Several cups. Not cups. That's too much.
It was like 3/4 of a cup.
I was going to say several spoons, several tablespoons.
Several tablespoons.
Because tablespoons was the whole reason for the misunderstanding in the first place.
Yeah. Renee says, go tell your mother what you did.
Tell your mother.
Nothing was ruined.
Yeah, I didn't. If
excess.
anything, I did a good. That's what I did. I did a good thing because now we don't have to make taco seasoning for like ever. Practically ever. It's just about 10, so here, have this.
Beans!
Have
Oh,
some
that's
beans.
so cool. I didn't know it had like a check mark to show that it went.
Yeah. I guess that's a Stream Deck thing. I don't know exactly how it works.
Stream Decks are such a cool invention.
Yes, they are. They
have problems.
they aren't well shielded.
Maybe
from
ours is
static.
just haunted.
You guys say that you keep zapping
maybe.
it.
I mean, maybe. Yeah, sometimes you touch it and it goes and then it shuts off. Yeah, I think actually because I'm capturing OS noises, I think they hear that whenever
They do hear that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, we do have Peggy. Peggy's haunted. Was she haunted? Just inherently haunted?
She haunts things. She
Okay.
was haunting our internet, remember?
She's the haunter, not the haunted.
Yeah. Not quite a Gengar. She's not quite.
I
she's,
was gonna
she's not,
say
not,
that.
not quite a psychic type like Gengar.
I liked how. So in the Pokemon alerts, Chaz messaged me to ask if I had ideas for like secret Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
I suggested the psychic Gengar, and he was like, "Well, how do you show that?" I was saying use the card because the card caused the misunderstanding and has the psychic symbol on it.
Oh, that's cool.
So I got to suggest that one.
Oh, neat. Now I'm like, who else did Chaz talk to get ideas for the Pokemon Snap stream? Anyway,
That was such a good moment. I was watching the highlight of that and how we were all losing it.
that was one of my favorite moments from Coliseum this year. Like, absolutely.
Tyler was awful at Fast Money, but it was really funny how him and Jules were awful in the exact same way. I think I said you two should get married.
It was incredible. It was a really incredible
Carlos
experience.
did a great job on it.
Oh, it was good. I like this suit. He was so adorable.
Yeah, he did a really, really great job.
I would love to see it again.
Me too.
I think we could do it again.
In person with physical buzzers, it could be really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's something we'll keep written down for the next one. 300 bits from Yami Florence. Just a quick question: are any of you fans of Monster Hunter? I've never played it.
Never played it.
I've heard great things.
Yeah.
I
But-
was surprised to learn how big it is now because I knew about Monster Hunter around 2005 or so, but back then it was just some Japan-only PSP game.
Did it launch on PSP?
I think it was PSP. I know that it got an MMO down the road.
It has a lot of games.
Yeah.
There's a lot of games in the Monster Hunter series.
They announced Monster Hunter Stories 2, I think a week after the last main game. And I remember I tweeted saying, okay, I hope this isn't rude, but didn't they just make a Monster Hunter game last week? They release a lot of them.
I mean, yeah. Oh, it's
PS2.
PS2.
PS2. The first one I heard of was on PSP.
Was the PS2 version available in the US, or was that only a Japanese release? Because, like, I feel like Japan got the early ones and then we started getting them, but I actually don't know. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Just because, like, Japan really likes it. I mean, the US likes it too, but Japan really likes it. So it took a while before we started getting them. Chaz, next, Monster Hunter Hunter. You're a person trying to collect all the Monster Hunter video games. Roland really wants us to collect PS2.
That would be brutal.
He's like, you could do it. He's like, you got a bunch of the harder ones to get. And I'm like, yeah, but the problem is a lot of PS2 games are like $50.
I was about to say, is that even the hardest system monetarily? Because it probably is the hardest in terms of sheer volume of games, but NES has a lot of crazy prices that I wouldn't even think that PS2 would beat that.
Yeah, NES has 800 games, but there's
Roland
prices
just
that are
wants us
crazy.
to buy the cheap stuff from him.
There's several games that are thousands of dollars.
Yeah,
on
Roland
NES.
wants us to clear off the shelves from games that have been there too long. But yeah, the problem with PS2 is that, yeah, there's only a few games that are really, really expensive, but a ton of them are in like the $30 to $60 range. And if you have 1,800 games that cost $50, that's expensive. Yeah. You know, it's a lot different from whenever I was doing GameCube and games were like $5. I could pick up GameCube games for like $5 to $10. $50 is crazy.
It's so amusing to me that every GameCube game once upon a time was $5 in bargain bins at GameStop because they're like, this Nintendo thing ain't gonna last. The GameCube is a massive failure. No one cares about it. PS2 all the way, man. And then Now people are going back and seeing, the GameCube actually did have a really killer library and had a lot of good stuff on it. And it's kind of getting the respect it deserves. A lot of GameCube games are considered the best in their series.
Yeah. I bought Pikmin 2 at the Sears for $5.
I remember when Thousand Year Door was in bargain bins for like 10 and you could buy it new in the Nintendo Selects line for 20.
Yeah.
And that's crazy. It's just... Now, every time they don't make a real Paper Mario sequel, sorry, strong feelings, the Thousand Year Door skyrockets in value. It's up to like 200 now.
Yeah.
I think it peaked at 200 the week Origami King came out. Dude, I laughed. The day that Origami King released, GameStop was selling Thousand Year Door disc only in their stores for $60, same price as Origami King. I was laughing when I learned that. I was like, whoa, sick burn!
An alternative game, in case you didn't want to play Origami King.
Yeah! I replayed the original Paper Mario, and then I moved on to Bug Fables the week that Origami King came out, and I had a great time.
Bug Fables is great. It's really great. We got 300 bits from Trent 2L. My theory for the lamp is that because of Steven being the cameraman, only Steven knows the true idea of Lord Donator, and thus he must be silenced. But because of Steven teasing Lord Donator with the lamp during the event, it seems more like revenge. In my mind, the films and the event are not tied in any way. I was teasing Lord Donator for the lamp because I have the lamp. But that's because we were trying to hit a donation goal. It's not because I'm evil. Or am I? I don't know. We'll decide later. Learner from True Biscuit says, hey everyone, I'd like to give a big thank you to Emile. I'm a longtime fan and his content has consistently been absolutely fantastic and helped me so much throughout the years. Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you.
It's very, very sweet. We got 100 bits from your boy Magalore. Learner from I Now Spell Squirtle. I think curry was an umbrella term the British used for Indian food. I guess it spread to other countries from there.
Oh. That explains why they used it.
Yeah, I don't know much about the etymology of food, for what it's worth, but I like curry, and also all food. There's very little food I won't eat. Learned from JCJX. Hi, Emile. If I start playing Xenoblade Chronicles DE the very first time, do you suggest it being experienced handheld, on a monitor with headphones, or TV with inbuilt speakers? And is it better with 1080p?
I'll explain that in a second, though. But I would say, so the games aren't unplayable on handheld or anything. You can still get through them, though, but I think it really is best experienced on at least some sort of monitor.
Is the UI really small?
It's not the UI is, though, but the resolution is dynamic, where depending on how much is going on, it will lower the resolution on you at random times. Xenoblade 2 does that, where it can go as low as 480p on handheld.
I mean, just in a general sense, all games should be experienced as good as they can look.
Yes.
In my humble opinion.
It's very atmospheric and very grand.
So, like, I would play everything docked.
To explain the wink, I apologize for the language here, but there was this one time where I was talking about how I think that Xenoblade 1 on Wii looks great, and that, I don't get why people say it looks terrible and all this stuff, that art direction is good and all this stuff. And I said that people these days are just way too obsessed with the 1080p-ness of these games. And I meant 1080p-ness, and it came out like...
Yeah,
It was something that's, like, in my head, there was no problem, and then I said it out loud, and I'm like, wait.
Docked.
Yeah.
Docked when you can. Also, lots of taco. Luke Taco, 1962 bits from Pickletron. It was a long time ago. Thank you, Pickletron. I Know How to Spell Squirtle gives a sub to Curry Leaf. Got 300 bits from Lord Misfit with the 8-bit Pop Star Rain.
That's a good emote.
It's a good emote. 500 from Chemist, who says, I will say I enjoyed Origami King to a point. I streamed it and only recently finished, all while staying completely blind. I enjoy actual origami, so that may be a part of it. Yeah, as someone who didn't play it at all, aesthetically it was pleasing. I can say that.
It looks really good, and it has good music. It's just the gameplay is held back needlessly in things that don't need to be that way. That's kind of my thing. Is
the writing still as good as it was in Color Splash?
Because it's funny.
Because I remember when I played a little bit of Color Splash for First 20, and I was really impressed how funny it was.
They're both pretty funny. I kind of have feelings about that where I feel like having funny jokes is not mutually exclusive with having an interesting story and, actual characters. Mm-hmm. And I don't get why it has to be this way, because I'm just like, if we could have the jokes of that and just have the tone like the other games, it would be perfect. And I also kind of feel like Color Splash, I thought was really funny for a while, but as I got further into it, I started getting annoyed with it that everything was jokes about paper. Because then I was just expecting it. It's kind of that whole thing of when everything is a joke, nothing is. It's not like Earthbound where it's really funny a lot of the time, but you'll see really dark stuff in there too, and genuine life advice and things you don't expect.
You have to have that contrast.
I feel like Color Splash doesn't have that contrast, and it feels like it's jumping up and down, reminding us how funny it is. That's kind of how I felt about it for a while.
I would like to see a dark Mario game.
Super Paper Mario.
I mean, like real dark.
Gritty.
No, Super Mario is really dark. It's about the apocalypse. And about, genocide and stuff.
Oh, it's not dark enough. 500 bits from Zeta Program.
What is it you want? Do you want the genocide to be meat grinders on top of that?
I wanted to rain meat grinders, that's all. 500 bits from Zeta Program says, "Morning, everyone. Just having a moment where my mind has too many ideas, both good and terrible, and I can't seem to sort through them, so I'll just spend the day writing it all down." Good way to do it. Mm-hmm. Good way to sort through, what you want to remember.
I write down every idea I get ever, no matter what. My phone is just a massive list of things that I want to make, or a massive list of jokes I could make, or a massive list of videos I could do.
Yeah, I got a few little lists on my phone. I like to write down game ideas. I don't know if I'll ever do a game, but that's actually one of my favorite things to write down. Is I'll come up with a mechanic or something, and be like, "Oh, that's cool," and I write it down. 3 months from Jawilks. It's a plus. 3 to 3 bits from Lord Misfit with the 8-bit no you. Star Rain. 21 months from Decoy Troy. 3 from Shy. We were trying to reach a donation goal. That's really the best part of the TRG lore. None of it is planned. It's almost entirely off the cuff and still somehow works and fits. I mean, yeah, it was one of those things like, I was one of the last guests on that PBS Radio Hour segment. Or I was the last guest. Specifically because I had been so busy and I needed to sleep. And I was like, you can put me on, but make it one of the last ones so I can sleep. So then I woke up and I told them, I was like, I'm here, I can be a part of it. And they were trying to hit a particular donation goal for that segment. So I just showed up and was like, I have this thing. It's behind me, but it's fine. We have it still. It's right off screen.
Yeah, it's over there.
It'll be back for next year. It'll be in person doing whatever it does. Killing people or something. 300 bits from my last spell. Squirtle. Curry is an anglicized version of the Tamil, South Indian language of the term curry, which means sauce. So that was right, huh? That uses leaves from the curry tree. And there's all the background for it. Neat. Always learning things about food. Always learning things about food.
Master Link says, I loved the snail lamp. Me too.
What snail lamp?
Adri had a snail lamp.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
That is my snail
I don't think I saw that part. I must have missed that. What are things that are going on today?
I'm on a plane.
Disc only.
Emile's on a plane. Oh, disc only.
Disc only.
Disc only is at what time? 9 Eastern?
Mods, can you run the Nightbot command?
I think it's not. Is it 9? Yeah.
9.
9. That's it.
Thank you, Fossix.
Thanks. I forget.
Disc only.
Yeah, 9 p.m. Casino Heist continues today with more Hog Boss.
Hog Boss.
Hog Boss.
So I ask on behalf of your entire audience, full version of Casino Money when?
There is no full version.
No, last year in January, you told me that, fine, I will do a full version one day to be...
okay. Then I agree with my previous statement. I will do a full version one day.
Okay.
I don't know when that'll be.
Friday, we are going to be finishing Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, the end of Breath of the Wild is Friday!
Congratulations!
I can't believe it, but we are fighting Ganon on Friday.
And there
it's
will
all
be
coming
at
to an
least
end.
one bonus stream.
Yeah.
It's Trial of the Sword, yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to do a bonus stream in a few weeks' time for Trial of the Sword Part 3.
Are you completing every quest?
No.
Oh.
No.
Man, imagine if you never played the Xenoblade II quest and I didn't get to do my thing. I was waiting for that for months.
And then it was so easy to do too, but at the beginning of the game we didn't know where anything was, so we're like, oh no, this is impossible. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really easy quest.
Yeah.
I'll have a painting this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks good.
I've seen it. Yeah, I can attest to that.
I'm excited for folks to see it. 1000 Bits of Rosé, the program. Oh my, I didn't know Emile was heading that direction. Anyways, gotta head back to work. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of the morning. I will, considering it's raining. Hashtag family friendly. Reader from Grabobly. I wanted to do a thing while Emile was here, but I just got out of bed and can't think of anything, so have a clown instead.
Grabobly, I didn't know you knew anything about me. I don't stream on Twitch, and you're more of a Twitchy guy, so, you know, I kind of didn't think you really knew much about me.
Reader from Adrian. Emile should let Steven make a character when showing Final Fantasy XIV. Impromptu first 20.
I would love to be a part of a Final Fantasy XIV first 20 for you. In bed.
Maybe.
The timing of that.
Reader from Will A. Peters. One last clown for the road. Thank you, Will.
Also, I have a sale going on.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, today's the last day.
Okay.
It ends at midnight Pacific time, I think.
Okay, if you're interested in picking up some Mal stuff, malmerch.com is this. It's like
the checkout code is Find Your Thing.
Find Your Thing.
You found the thing.
Okay. Yeah, Redbubble is the one that like makes these codes.
Yeah.
And it's just until today.
Today's the last day.
Today's the last day. So if you were interested in picking up some stuff, maybe like this mug.
I could run downstairs and grab my phone because I got a case.
Or this mug.
Or that. Oh yeah, that mug. Or Emile will run and get a phone case. There's also like other things.
Yeah.
That's malmerch.com with the code Find Your Thing.
This is what I train for every week.
That's the soft case?
This is the soft case for a pedestal of time is what you titled it.
Yeah.
So here you go.
Because there's that case, snap case, and tough.
Yeah. If you're interested, you could buy a poster or a phone case.
Or get your degree.
There is more information at
VCR
supportmal.com.
Anyway. Yeah, I was going to say, Plane of Focus is here. So if you put it here, it's completely out of focus.
Okay. Shing!
That's fine. Anyway. 498 bits from Fossick says, Ohio, Stephen Mao and Emile. Somehow I managed to wake up for this after sleeping at 4 a.m. It's been close to a decade since I first watched Emile and was the reason I found the TRG crew, so thank you for all these years of entertainment.
Thank you.
Also clown.
Fossix, I made Ichigo Daifuku yesterday, and they were really good.
I was just in Ohio to visit Tim. You know how they greet each other around there? Hi.
Chaz. Chaz, I'll make them next time. Next time you're here. I still have stuff.
3 bits for Pickletron with the mouse sale. Mouse sale! Thank you, Pickletron. With that,
I got a mouse eye out of Grabobly.
mouse eyes are legendary. I think we're all wrapped up for today.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining us this morning. Emile, thank you for being here.
Thank you for letting me on the show.
We had to debate, will we allow Emile on the show? Yeah, and we'll be back at some point.
If I was good when visiting Mom and Dad yesterday.
Yes. That's what it was. And 100 bits for more this even this game. Thanks. Alright. Hopefully we will see some of you tonight for Disc Only. That's over on John's channel at 9 p.m. Eastern. And otherwise, check out the stuff coming out today. Pick up a thing from Mao if you want before the end of the day, because that's when the sale ends. And that's it.
That's it?
That's it.
Bye.
Bye, folks.
Anal Bunny Dome! Chuggadome is pretty sensible too, though.
I like, oh, which one was it I really liked? Oh, Splorch Dome! Splorch Dome is just...
Splorch Dome.
Splorch is just a good word. It's not a good word. It's a very uncomfortable word, but I like it.
Thunder Anal Bunnies.
And that's all the time we have for today. Thank you, folks. We will see you tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern on John's channel for Disco and Link.
I like it.
Oh, hold on. One last Emile song.
1080 is a resolution, but it was a revolution. I am liking the games in 480p. People are so obsessed with the resolution. Gosh, I'm losing it.
It's chaotic, isn't it? When you're suddenly like singing about the thing, it's very hard.
Yeah, no, I respect you a lot, especially that song, because that song gets going really fast.
So hard. That's why we stopped doing it as the bass song, because I was like, Chaz, I'm dying.
It got grandfathered into a higher tier.
7,000 for Fossix, one last Emile song, so about that 1080. And then 303 bits from Pickletron with the George Doug. That's it, we're out. Thank you, folks. We will see you tonight. Have a good one.